Honeybees, these beautiful tiny creatures, keep the nature of this planet alive. Pollination is needed for plants to reproduce, and so many plants depend on bees or other insects as pollinators. Bees love beauty, and they fall in love with flowers at a glance. The bee stares at the flower and dances around it to see the smile of it. Then it kisses the flower and drinks the wine of nectar. It was a beautiful metaphor to express the lifelong mission of bees. Honeybees produce raw honey in their hives. Raw honey is more nutritious than regular heated honey. What's most impressive about raw honey is that it contains nearly 30 types of bioactive plant compounds. Bee pollen is surprisingly nutritious too, and it contains over 250 substances, including vitamins, amino acids, essential fatty acids, micronutrients, and antioxidants. Most regular types of honey don't have any pollen. Raw and regular honey differ mainly in how they are processed. Raw honey contains pollen, which is more nutritious and does not have any added sugars or sweeteners, while both of which may be present in commercial honey. However, there is a serious concern worldwide about regular honey being contaminated with sugar, sucrose, or other sweeteners like high fructose corn syrup. There are many benefits of using raw honey. It contains a variety of nutrients. It is rich in antioxidants. High-quality honey, which is minimally processed, unheated, and fresh, contains many important bioactive plant compounds and antioxidants. It is also better for blood sugar levels than regular sugar. It may improve heart health. It may help suppress coughing in children. Promotes burn and wound healing. Human use of honey is traced to some 8,000 years ago, as depicted by Stone Age paintings. The ancient Egyptians, Assyrians, Chinese, Greeks, and Romans used honey for wounds and internal diseases. Anti-microbial properties of honey. Avicenna, the great Iranian scientist and physician, almost 1,000 years ago, had recommended honey as one of the best remedies in treating tuberculosis. Honey jars brought directly at the farmer's market or from beekeepers usually do not have expiration stamps. However, for food products sold in the supermarket, including honey, expiration or the best before date are a commercial requirement. Hence, even salt and vinegar come with an expiry date. Honey jars are stamped with best before date that suggests a shelf life of 2 years, 3 years, or even up to 5 years. The consuming public little understands the crystallization of honey. Many assume that crystallized honey is adulterated or spoiled. This is not so. Real, raw honey crystallizes. The crystallization process is natural and spontaneous. Pure, raw, and unheated honey has a natural tendency to crystallize over time, with no effect on the honey other than the color and texture. What's more interesting is that the crystallization of honey preserves your honey's flavor and quality characteristics. Many honey users prefer it in this state as it's easier to spread on bread or toast. Indeed, some raw honey recipes can be easier to make with partially or fully crystallized honey. The physical and chemical characteristics of honey are effective on its market price, so that factors like the scent of honey, production location, and high traction of honey significantly affects its price. Two important properties of honey are its scent and produced location. Scented fragrance versus unscented honey, and honey produced in the mountains versus in farms and gardens. These two properties are highly dependent on each other because the quality and variety of mountain flowers are the main reasons for scent and high quality of honey. Different kinds of honey have other physical and chemical properties, because honeybees can obtain the nectar from one or more types of flowers. Iran has various favorable meteorological conditions suitable for hosting plenty of plants. Persia produces and supplies the best types of honey, like thyme, milkweed, and coriander, citrus, cedar, acacia, and multi-flower honeys. They are different in scent, color, and traction. Natural Iranian honey refers to low sucrose, which means that beekeepers shall not feed hives with regular sugar during the honey-making process. The government has strict rules about export, and approved honey exporters should analyze the honey. Persia packs natural raw honey in different packages to meet every market's demand. There are many options for glass and PET packages for each taste. You can even ask for a particular form of PET package for your market. Iran has the most number of beehives, and after that, China has the most number of beehives. Most countries in the world want Iranian honey. Iran has 79,000 tons of honey, and about 5,000 tons are exported to the world markets. There are about 90,000 documented people active in the beekeeping industry, and there are about 100 million colonies in the whole country used to produce Iranian honey. We are glad to expand our market and welcome a partnership with distribution centers. We support our distributors, assuring premium and only 100% raw honey, no glucose, no overheat. We bring natural raw honey to satisfy end consumers. We greatly value your trust and confidence.